Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Welcome to the live stream. Happy Monday, and there is the bell. Oh yeah, you already know. SPY's moving higher here this morning. 664 is coming into play, which is the high from Friday. Technically, the high was up around 664.50, so I guess you could move that up a little bit. What is going on? It's a short week. No trading for Thursday. I'm sure most of you know that. I don't know. Do they do Thanksgiving in other countries? Is that a thing? I don't even know. Good morning, Steven, Rick, Jason, Jake, Outlaw, Zach, YouTube, Joe Papa. Rick said, someone in here may need to go back to bed. They think it's Friday. Outlaw said, good morning and happy Friday. I love it, Outlaw. Maybe it's Outlaw's Friday. That's funny. Vince. BM Reacts. Tammy Cooper. I wish it told us the usual names here. It's doing that username stuff again. Outlaw needs some coffee. I like it. Extra strong today. Tesla's actually getting a good move at open. Back through $400, which is nice. I was watching them more to the downside. Holy. Normally my charts don't do this. Look at Apple moving too. Nvidia's actually dropping, but we're seeing Amazon, Apple, Tesla pop up here. What is... my charts are having strokes or something. Do you guys see this? Oh my gosh. It like won't stop. There we go. Oh my god. This is actually hilarious. I guess I'll give that one a minute to work itself out here. Yeah, that is wild, Rick. That's actually Thinkorswim. Sheesh. How's Navitas? Nice. 7.77. BMNR at the top of the watch list today. Bitmine immersion. Maybe we'll start to see it come back a little bit. One of the hotter growth stocks recently. All right, let's see. Are you guys going to chill out? All right, here we go. The Mag 7, Tesla 408.50. Apple 275. Even Amazon 224.60. Nice levels hit so far. Google looks like it's about to join in on the fun. Google's actually up 4.8%. I don't know if you guys knew that. Big jump in pre-market again. Google's one of the big boys out there today. Don't see any specific news, I don't believe. I mean, there was a price target adjustment, nothing crazy. Never even heard of the people who did that one. Or already? Never heard of them. TLT, check in on that one. Okay, little comeback today, 89.89. Got that daily chart, TLT. Go check on US 20Y. Wow, the yield really had a wild reaction today. The hell? That's a weird reaction. Maybe it's just that weird, like, glitch print up there that's making it look like that. Because that looks like a crazy candle to me. Berkshire bought into Google one of the first times they bought into tech. GOOGL. I remember them doing that like last week, though, a couple weeks ago. At least I thought it was a couple weeks. Need extra water today. BMNR, don't they need to go up to be a growth stock? No. Growth stocks can be going down too, of course. It definitely is one of those hype stocks, though. Growth stocks, whatever you want to call it. It needs to see some more growth, though, I'll tell you that. Been pretty brutal. It does seem like it's bouncing pretty well today, though. Pretty decent comeback compared to most others. Yeah, really not bad here. Didn't want to pay that Google call on Friday, and futures busted right through the $300 level. Now 310 is the blocker. Good morning. Happy short week. Let's go. Yeah, no trading Thursday for anyone just joining up. No trading Thursday. Tessie's still looking pretty good. It just touched 410 resistance, though. Slowed down a bit. Still up well on the day. 4.47%. I should be, Jake. I should be. But yes, I'm 100% planning on it. We'll see how fun Thanksgiving ends up being. No, I'm kidding. I'll be there. Bank of America, 5140. Very nice support bounce. Demir said these Mag 7 stocks are looking good. Awesome, Jake. Hell yeah. Like Jake said, though, I will be live Friday, guys, so keep that in mind, too. The market is closing early Friday at 1 p.m., but I'll still be there. In the morning, as usual. Amazon up 1.8%. Pretty decent. They are looking good, Demir. They're all just kind of hitting resistance at the same time. They've been pretty good on the day, though. We'll need them to turn back around from this. One second, guys. I'm checking something for somebody. Oh, yeah. I need Palantir to pull back, Templar said. PLTR. Hey, it's starting to pull back. How much do you need it to go back down, though? Man, QQQ, nice green action there. QQQ just touched 600. Right on the dot. Kind of rejecting there. But 600 in play. Amazon getting another green candle. Apple not really coming back yet. We'll see. They're still pulling back down, actually. Nvidia is back at its low of the morning, I believe. Yeah. Nvidia straddling a huge range. This is a very big zone of support for Nvidia. It really needs to hold. Of course, last week it got really volatile. Request for a music genre change. This one's actually supposed to be something a bit different. What is this one? CGEM action. Cullinan Therapeutics, hey. Hey, that is some nice action. Whoa. It's looking solid here. That's a really good move. 10% again. Meta back over 600. Ooh, maybe it'll actually use this as support. That'd be nice now if it held above 600. Started to form a good base here. You're going to do some parkour? It's funny you keep calling it that. What's up, Brain? Coconut said, somebody really wants Nvidia to drop. 180 rejection here this morning again. Tough resistance there. I thought maybe it would get back up today, but... Mason said, I have a feeling SPY is going red. Got some puts. It did just try to get through resistance and faked out. It's been a weird move from open today, or a weird move in pre-market. I found this to be a bit strange, and then even the opening move kind of weird. Weird and volatile here on the first 15 minutes. Broke through resistance, but didn't really get it going. 666, I mean, there's resistance all around this range, honestly. It's a very big zone. There's been a lot of 666 bounces, but even like 664, 665, it's weird. Big range. Let's see how this trend lines up. I mean, I'd probably say this, just go with like the trend like this. See if that keeps playing out or not. If you want to hedge, buy Costco. They do the opposite of the market. COST. It does have very weak correlation to SPY. Costco is straddling big support. They've been struggling this year. Go back that SPY. See how it reacts here. It's opening low. Keep in mind I said opening low. Very close, like 662.50 essentially. You've been selling covered calls on Costco all year? Hey, that's nice. That's really nice. Open up our watch list. Big Bear. BBAI coming back. Didn't they die with earnings recently? No, they really didn't. They actually had a good day. I think they just died with everything else. Is all it was. They're trying to hold their trend line here on the daily. This one's been very interesting. It's had some perfect bounces, but recently we saw a flush underneath and now an immediate pullback through. Could this be a recovery starting to take hold? A base is definitely forming down here. Interesting how it gave, the support even gave out too. It was on a pretty good support. That gave out and it came right back, kind of faked everybody out. But we've been seeing a lot of stocks drop a lot recently, so seeing some bounce back isn't too crazy. BTC. Ooh, Bitcoin was doing pretty good last night, but it sold back off again this morning. Yesterday evening, it started selling off right around like 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then now it's getting back down to like 85K, unfortunately. Here's the daily chart candle. You can see the green candle Sunday. Today's went red. For now. How's MSTR and coin? MicroStrategy's testing its low. Whoa, watch for 166 to break down. This looks pretty nasty again. Stocks like Strategy and coin have been really hit hard. I keep calling it MicroStrategy. I'm still stuck on that. Their ticker symbol messes me up. Yeah, it's just Strategy now. Boom on the puts. Hey, there we go, SPY. Got through its opening support. Does seem to be turning back over here. Hey, I love it, Amit. Like it up. Hell yeah. Destroy the likes. We have 12 likes right now. Get that number up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. Rookie numbers. Where's my button for that one? Where'd that one go? Oh, got taken away. The real question is, SPY gonna chop to the downside? I was leaning more towards a possible another upside move today, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen here this morning. We could see a more of a morning sell-off into the afternoon. What I'm really watching for here, and I'll show you guys, is I'm watching for the SPY to possibly get back to either this upper resistance level or the trend line closer to here. And if we do end up seeing some chop up, you know, then I'll be looking for a big rejection back down. But we could see it play out where it drops down towards support and then, you know, runs up into like tonight into tomorrow morning and then finally sells off. You know, we could see something like that. That's more of what I'm watching for at this moment for this week as we navigate the next couple days. You took your e-bike out. Now that's what I like to hear. Yo, do some ramps. More inland. Hey. QQQ's in a weird setup this morning. There was so much debris that it became a hazard for me not to get in the bike lane. Whoa. That sounds bad. I figured where you live, Demira, they would have it all fixed up. Tesla just touched resistance. It made a new high of the day here, actually. Let's check out the Mag 7 again. There's Tesla there, running higher. Google's looking good. Very nice action there. Amazon looks good. Interesting. SPY still pretty low. Microsoft on the top right, really weighing on it. Same with Nvidia. The two largest stocks down in the red, weighing on it. Literally had to keep sticking on the road where the cars were going. That parkour from last week with NNOX would have worked so well. I've been seeing a lot of people hype up NNOX in the short term. Now, it did start to pop back down today, but man, yeah, last week, NNOX really started popping there. Wow. Yeah, CGEM was interesting. 11.6%. Yeah, still doing great. Ooh, there's Meta way through 600 now. 2.4% on the day. Looking really strong into this morning. Continuing to pump higher. You weren't kidding earlier, Demir. There's a lot of good Mag 7s out there. Some aren't the best, but... Damn, I hope Mason got out of that short on the SPY. It's the SPY's still in the middle of the range, but it might try to make a comeback. Meta got new young blood for the AI team. Did they? Is that some news today? I wonder if that's why they did some layoffs recently, to get some new people. I haven't looked into that or heard much about that, though. Mason's got them diamond hands. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's time to cut in the middle of the range, but if it starts getting too bad, of course. Hey, let's go. Appreciate your brain. How's Bank of America? How are the banks today? Any bad movement? I'm trying to make a little comeback. Okay. Bank of America's green. JP Morgan, barely green. Haha, like the book map. Just analyzing that order flow. You know how it is with those big money trades. How many McRibs are you on? I'm gonna go get number 3 today. Oh, I've now had 10, but I haven't had one in a couple days now. I got all McRibbed out, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting to 20 this year. Maybe. He said, you will. You can do it. I wonder how long it'll stick around. The new Meta Chief AI Officer. I see. They ran off a different one. Man, Tesla's getting it done through 412 here. Up now 5.9% on the day. This is a beautiful move. A double Mick Royale. A Royale with cheese? Wow, QQQ just broke through 600, guys. SPY almost back to the high of the day. Watch for this overhead trend line. I think that this overhead trend line could end up coming into play. Maybe it'll hit like right around 670. That'd be a perfect resistance too. Jason knows. I remember you taught me about that. Double quarter pounder, they're called in the US. TXRH, MCD, Wendy's, CMG, Cake, all down. Not a good day for the food brands, huh? Texas Roadhouse. It's been a little while since I've looked at their stock. They've generally done pretty good over the years. Pretty consistent. It's not something that... It's not a Nvidia by any means, but I mean, the movement's pretty damn good. It's been consolidating, holding the bottom end of the range, but as you noted, not doing the best in the short term, especially not today. What do you think of Pfizer, PFE? I've actually been eyeing up a lot of these healthcare stocks in the short term. They've been doing pretty well. Pfizer recently had been dipping, and what I'm looking for is it to start to come up off of the dip and start to uptrend again. That's what I'm watching for here. I gotta say, though, if this lower trend starts to give out, I'll become pretty worried about it. And probably won't hold too long in case it starts to really dip back down into here. But for right now, I'm just kind of eyeing them up for more scalping opportunities off of this. It's not like I'm buying and holding, you know, until it breaks the trend or anything like that. It's mainly just looking at, okay, like if we do hold the trend and we start to get those good green days coming in, it'll create those good scalping opportunities. So that's kind of more of what I'm looking at with it. You bought in just below 25. The goal is 10%. All right. Seems pretty achievable. If you have no soul. Oh, no. Ooh, you can do a Mayo on there too, BW? Oh, I'll have to try that. Do you think VIX will rebound, Alex says? VIX. VIX falling down hard. Let's see the daily. Really, Alex, it just comes down to, like, will the market drop? Ticker symbol NVO downgraded by analyst. Watch it to the downside potentially. CGEM breaking $11. Cullinan still moving higher. 16% now on the day. Wow. This is wild with CGEM. What a wild move. Well, you're hoping for a pullback so you can re-enter again. Hey, there you go. We might get one too. It's a pretty wild one. I would expect some type of pullback soon. Only thing going well is your Nvidia puts. Nvidia just touched 180 here again. Go to the daily on this one really quick. I want to see some resistance. Nothing too big's coming up right now. Also looking to parkour. Don't see anything super good. How about AMD today? AMD straddled that $200 support. Wow, actually bounced it pretty well close to there this morning. Pretty good recovery out of AMD. It is on a big support zone. It'll probably pull back a little bit here. Maybe create a good entry opportunity. Yeah, it probably is dead for now, Autumn. Seems like they did just have earnings, and they're trying to hold their ground right here, it looks like, but I don't have a ton of confidence in this one. You know how these ones go. CGEM's back below 11. Yeah, a little bit. It'll probably pull back a little bit here soon. It's up a pretty insane amount. I would think at any time at this point it could. Tesla, closer to that old trend. Pretty good move today, though, I gotta say it. It even had a good continuation up through that 412 zone, holding it well. There we go. Let's see what it does on this trend, if it can touch. New high of the day just hit as well. What happened to Apple? They ripped off the opening bell. Now it's 15 red candles in a row. It might be a good buy the dip opportunity here in a minute. Especially if you're a scalper. Just looks like a big volatile move by him. They had a pretty good opening move on Friday, too. Even on Thursday. That's weird. Look at that. Every day, the past 4 days in a row, Apple has had some type of crazy opening candles. I mean, I'll be honest, even a lot of the other days they've had it. I mean, oh my God, it's like every day at open, there's like except for this day, I'm going to draw an arrow to the one it didn't happen on. Even on this one, we had a nice green one. On this one, there was a nice green one. I mean, on this one, I'll say on this one, I'm not counting it because it wasn't good enough. And on this one, I'm not counting it. So that's weird. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. 8 out of the last 11 have had a pretty good green rip it open. 8 of the last 11 days. That's pretty. And it doesn't seem just like a normal little, oh, it went up a little. It seems like almost like an injection, like at open. You sold the 662 puts on SPY. You got in at 1.00, sold at 1.33. Hey, nice. That's not bad. It's pretty good. Not terrible. That's like 33% perfectly. Autumn said, who's buying crypto at these discounted prices? I bet there's a lot of people out there. Who out there is? Let us know in the chat. I'm curious. I was surprised you said that, Outlaw, because SPY had been going up. You're buying XRP and BMNR. You're doing Ripple. XRP USD. It is down around the lower end of its support. Could you imagine if Ripple starts to sell off under support? It'll probably fall down to like 1.00 if that happens. But I think we could see an overall support hold. What do you think of Hood? Not sure if you covered it. It looks really good today, intraday. I love the intraday price action on it. It's holding up pretty well here on its intraday support as well, close to like 111. That's solid to see. So is the chat still weird? Yeah, it shows the normal names, yeah. Instead of the usernames, it sucks. Or it shows the username instead of the display name, I think is how I should say that. BMNR, yikes. Oh no. It could be a decent opportunity, Autumn, if we do start to see, you know, some more hype come in there, but I don't know, is Tom Lee gonna disappoint everybody? I'd hope not. But as I like to say, the market doesn't run on hopes and dreams. What's up, everyone? Bob Saget. How are we doing? Yeah. I would say it's a little bit too risky, Autumn. It would be a very small portion of a portfolio, I would say. They really got people good rugging crypto in November. Glad I don't have any. I woke up and everything except Nvidia's green. Everything except Nvidia. Down 0.34%. What else was green or was red? Microsoft, right? Oh, they went back to green though. They made a comeback. Yeah, you're right. The whole Mag 7's green except for Nvidia. And who knows, maybe they'll join in the fun too. SPY looks like it wants to try to break that high of the day here. Setting up for like a strong move. I think that if we do break out though, we got to watch that trend line still. You guys know the trend. Outlaw. I just saw your comment on last night's video. Mason's gonna need some work here. We'll need a really good drop. Yeah, you too, Outlaw. You too. I just saw it and it's got me thinking. Google to the moon, Jake says. Tesla just touched the trend line, guys. Look at Tesla on the trend. I forgot about that. Mason, for like the past 25 minutes or 30 minutes, I forgot about that we were playing there. Oh no. You better beat Autumn. I'm scared. I need to win this week now. If I don't win this week now, I'm screwed too. I still can't believe my team did that bad. Three points. Man, CD let me down. Tesla and SNDK got me again. In a good way, right? SNDK popped up today, unfortunately. Not good if you are continuing it down, but... How's DraftKings? Hey, little pullback today. Let's look at that daily. Starting to chop around. This one's probably going to be pretty rough for a few months, Autumn. If not, like, 6 months. Mason robbed DraftKings this weekend. That sounds fun. Sounds like you're a winner, huh? I just realized I'm about to be able to do it in Missouri finally. December 4th or something. It's coming up, Mason. It's coming up. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'll have to use those. Yeah, I know. I lost on the Bills Thursday, too. Thanks for that, Mason, by the way. Thanks for that. I remember we were talking about, like, them really beating the spread good. The put says, go Texans. Spy turned over a little bit for Mason there, but ooh, chopped right off 66450. Getting iffy. Mason, I ordered in some Lou Malnati's pizza again. They delivered last week. I ate it last night. I was in heaven again. The way it won't break 66550s isn't worrying you too much? I feel like it's just coiling before a good move. I guess we'll see. There's opportunity both ways here. It's really just stuck in a small zone right now. Like right here. The opportunity is, you know, are we gonna get the breakout, or are we gonna get the reversal? I bet there's a lot of people playing it both ways. Let's see if it rejects again. This is getting funny here. How many times it's tested. Trade for an hour, done for an hour. Hey, there you go, Demir. Go ride that e-bike again. That sounds fun. Just make sure you don't get it stolen. Ooh, Spy still having trouble here. At least initially. That actually sounds fun, honestly. I've never ridden one, but it sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like e-bikes are a bit lazy. I feel like you should just, like, use your legs. But I get it. I've seen people have them, and it looks fun. It's alright. Demir makes up for it by digging holes. QQQ looks just like the Spy, of course, coiling up here at the high of the day. INTC looking good, Cornish said. Whoa, yeah, pretty good today. Pretty good. 35.50. It looks kind of like Friday's move. Intel's been downtrending pretty hard the past few weeks. I know it had been ripping up recently. There'd been some good news. Lip Bhutan getting in with the government, Nvidia investments. Really sent them flying there for a little while. Starting to pull back hard now. UPS chopping around the zone. Still eyeing this one up longer term. E-boards. Now that sounds really cool. Yeah, that's kind of true, Autumn, I guess, when you think about it that way. You thought it was going to hit 180? It's really coiling here. It's really failing to get back above 180, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, though. Even in the ultra short term, it can't even get there. So, I don't know. We'll see. I see this little intraday support that I'm watching. 177.65. If it keeps holding that, it'll be all right. CGEM. Holy 20% now. Now that's what we want to see. The more the merrier, CGEM. SPY is now scary, Mason said. I know, it's really coiling up here. It seems way more bullish than bearish here, but you never know. Every time you think it's just that time, it's breaking back down. Oh, there we go. It got through a little bit. Got through ever so slightly there. It's about to move big in one direction. I can feel it, Mason said. SPY is gonna pop. I made some money. There you go. Hey, look at it. Still chopping around, Mason. Oh my gosh. How much chop is gonna happen right here? Let's get the action going already. James is struggling to find an entry. This is one of those hard situations where you almost just have to enter now and kind of stop out if it goes the opposite direction. As in, like, maybe break below the lower end of the range here, like 664 or something. Go over to the Mag 7 setup. Look at all of them at once. What do you know about chop? I swear I had a rookie numbers one here. Now I can't find it. You don't know shit about chop. Chop your credit card in half, yep. Right in half. That was a hilarious scene. Could you imagine being in the ocean with waves like that? Oh my gosh, I would freak out. Yeah, I would seriously freak out. Double top on QQQ, G-Dog said. Double top. It's kind of breaking through, but it's just very choppy. Same with the SPY. Like, it's going up. It's just going up at a very slow, choppy pace. And even as it broke through resistance here, it's just not getting anything going. Coconut said Jensen's probably scratching his head right now. Jensen's probably getting worried about people thinking that there's an AI bubble. That's probably what's going on. He's getting worried. Parkoured out of CGEM. Oh, yeah. 21.22%. You parkoured out. I like it. Hey, it's going up again. I mean, my word. This stock is just never ending today, guys. Never ending. Really good scalping opportunities coming through time and again. Some of these stocks today, like Tesla, which has been pretty consistent to the upside. Open Door, back up 11%. I know people love Open Door. This one can be really fun. For those of you that don't know, we are running a special on the trading floor right now. Use code Black Friday at checkout for $150 off yearly. It's the best deal that we've ran in a couple years. If you want to get in on the action, send it up. If you're already in the trading floor and you want to add another year, just let me know and we'll get it done. If you do that, though, shoot me a private message. A lot of cool updates coming this year. You're going to smoke and see your options. Hey. It's the new Navitas. You might jump into Navitas and pray for another 20% day. It's up 4.7. It looks pretty solid, Navitas does, as it's coming back to test its high of the day here. Wow. It's actually not looking too bad off support. You know what? How is this trend line on the daily? That line's up pretty damn good, too. I'm sure you'll have several named Mike messaging you. You'll have those if you just join the Discord in general. If you're in the trading floor, luckily those guys aren't in the trading floor, which is nice. That's a good thing. Man, Tesla's ripping here. 417 overhead. Big resistance coming up here, 417.50, 418. I like this range as resistance. I would think it'd be really hard for Tesla to get past here. It's already up 6%. That is quite the move. Quite the move there. QQQ hitting 602. SPY breaking out 666.65. There we go. Nice coil and run to the upside. Watch for that trend line overhead on SPY. Watch for 670 as well. I like the 670 to 672 resistance. Tesla FSD just turned sentient. What does that mean? Resistance is futile. That's pretty funny. What is that from? Sounds like something from like the Civil War or Star Wars or something. Autumn said she was going to buy 200 shares of Figma. I read that, Autumn, and just got really worried for a second. And then saw, just kidding. It's getting low enough now, Autumn, that it might be kind of getting advantageous now. Oh, okay. I see, like a sentient being. Okay. I see what you mean. Star Trek. Check on the banks again. Still just sitting here. Back to Palantir. New high of the day being made. Damn, some of these stocks are really continuing to rip. Raul said they use Figma every day. They're going to give Adobe and Canva a run for their money. I know that they do a whole lot. I remember looking at them before. I just went back to their website to just get like a little bit of like a refresher course. It's pretty insane, some of the stuff that you can do there. It might not be that they don't understand it, Autumn. It could just be simply like that Figma just doesn't maybe have like the revenue yet. And, you know, again, like it is just kind of like a design thing. It's not necessarily like it's like AI or something. Now, it has AI built in, don't get me wrong, but it's not like you're looking at like CoreWeave, like databases or, you know, computing power, like nothing like that. I do think, though, that Figma is getting so low on the chart that I honestly think that there could start to finally be an opportunity and possibly making an argument that it's getting overextended to the downside. So that would be fun. Bitmine's up a lot today. Oh my gosh, yeah, 9.8, almost 10%. I know that it had been coming back, but now hitting even higher levels. All right, we're going to throw up the Mag 7 really quick. Quick intermission. Be right back, guys. All right. I am back. Sorry about that. Grab some more water there. What's funny is I almost chugged the whole thing again already. All right, Microsoft hitting resistance today. Okay, finally. We're seeing SPY maybe hit some resistance here at 667 as well, but we had a pretty decent run there out of the market. Pretty good 1-point break with SPY, and not the biggest ever, but pretty decent intraday move. But like I said, turning over a bit more now. QQQ, yep. Pretty good pop back, though. 602 resistance, pretty nice. Now we're going to get some chop back down. That's the million-dollar question. Pretty strange day so far. I'm still leaning towards more green, probably, but... yeah, Tesla might be running out of steam here. It's definitely shifting. Coin and BMNR both looking good. Crypto making a move. Aw, Coin. BMNR's finally turning over too. We're starting to see a lot of things pull back, but it looks like crypto was making a pretty decent run this morning. Trying to pop back. Bitcoin fell off at first, but then recovered back, kind of like the SPY. Coin had a good day overall, being up 3%, but I guess whenever you zoom out, it's not really that good of an up day when you zoom out. I do think crypto could be getting bought up a little bit, though. You know, it's getting pretty overextended to the downside. I could see it coming back for a little bit. Thoughts on Nvidia? Pretty rough today. Even with the market trying to come back, Nvidia's had a lot of trouble getting back going here. They have. It's a tough day for them. Tesla's the only thing moving the S&P. Don't worry. I think we're getting lots of things moving it, but... Google was actually up 5% plus, too. That was a big one. Does look like a pretty good green day, though, Mets. At least so far. Google did start pulling back quite a bit there. Let's go check that one out intraday. Yeah, pretty stark turnaround. Now you got me really thinking about Bitcoin, Autumn. You got me really eyeing it up as it dropped under this trend line. It fell under 100K, but it did just bounce off of 80K. See, I'm not really looking for like a big uptrend. I'm really just looking for stuff like this, like right here, or like right here, or right here. Maybe even just count that one. That's really more of what I'm looking for here. But I do think that that could end up making for good opportunities as it starts to come up, especially with stuff like BMNR or coin or something that will move quite a bit. Navitas is looking interesting. I know, I was looking at it too earlier today. They're close to a trend. There's like a little base down here close to $7. It bounced. It is coming back here. It looks like it's going to try to cross $8 today again. Looks like a decent stock that might try to recover here. I hate that it's just so crazy, so it's hard to really justify, but hey, you know, as long as you keep a stop somewhere smart, I think that there could be really good opportunity in BMNR here. You know, the risk-reward ratio is really advantageous. If we throw that risk under $6.50 and we target, I mean, you know, even targeting $10, you're sitting at a 1.3, which is still okay. But obviously, you can make it a lot better with Navitas. Of course, options might be a little bit different, but close. Rate cuts are now being priced in at 79%. Really? Poly market. Let's see. This one. There it is. There it is. Yep, 75%. There we go. Someone said 79%. That might be on the FedWatch tool. That's probably what they were using. Yep, it is 79 on the CME. BBAI is up a ton. Yeah, they were at the top of my watch list earlier today. I found this one to be extremely interesting. It had dropped under our key trend line, and then today made like this immediate recovery back, which in the past, I've usually seen that result in some pretty bullish price action following that. So I wouldn't even be surprised if it continued more, even like tomorrow. Tempest and Sound tried to rally too. SOUN, Soundhound. Up 4.46%. Pretty fire. It's a pretty decent move by Tempest. 4.72%. I was actually eyeing them up off of Friday's move for today, but ended up not really looking at it too hard. But I actually saw that on Friday, they were like one of the hotter stocks on my watch list at the time. Let's see what their daily candle resulted in. It ended up being up 7%, so it was pretty decent. You know, as I was scanning growth stocks this weekend, that was one that did come up to me. I like how today it started to break above this big resistance. That is a good sign. AI is on the move. I'll be watching. How's CoreWeave today? Because CoreWeave has really gotten destroyed here. Like we look at that daily. Came back down to 73.70. Trying to really make a recovery today, especially over the past 5 minutes. It is straight back up. Doesn't line up too well there. Go back to the SPY really quick. Yeah, SPY downtrend's coming into play here again. SPY's still trying to get there up to 667.60. Finally, a day without volatility. There was some early on, but yeah, for the most part, pretty straight up from this point. Not too bad, actually, today. It could be worse. Could be worse. We'll probably start to see some bigger chops throughout the day, though. OSCR is up because of the healthcare shenanigans going on in the White House. That has caused a lot of good positivity lately out of a few. But wow, Oscar really has something popping here today. What's up? What the? The White House expects to unveil plans to extend insurance premium subsidies, which are set to expire at the year end, Politico reported Sunday. The policy proposal also expected to include some eligibility caps to qualify for the ACA tax credits and minimum premium payments. The White House hasn't responded to Barron's for a request for comment. Oscar Health, which is an insurer that offers plans through what is widely known as Obamacare, popped up 20%. Wow. That was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, a nice 20% jump by them. OSCR Since they IPO'd, they really fell off. They came back, but now they've been trying to hold this lower range. That's a good pop today. It's a good jump by them on this. Wow. Yeah, insane is the real way to put it. Nvidia's biting 180. Oh, wow. We're actually going to get through probably, I guess, with all this green action starting to come in. Damn, SPY 668.20. RGTI breakout. Rigetti. Mom spaghetti. That's what we like. Go see Tessie again. Tesla might end up getting through. There goes Tesla through 418. Let me go over here real quick. See how 420 looks today. Oh yeah, pretty big sell wall here. Might be tough to get through, but there's a lot of volatility today. A lot of good upside volatility too for all of you guys out there. 420 looks great every day. Where's Tangy at? Tangy probably had to work all night. Poor guy. No, I'm kidding. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Wow, Tesla, that is a good move. I'll tell you what, though. As we approach 420, I would consider taking some profit. If you're long on it. That is a big range. What a day. What a day this ended up becoming, right? I never thought today would end up like this. Today is getting wilder than I expected. Let's see. 420 isn't good for your puts. Maybe it will be good if it rejects there. Meta up to $17, Jake said. 17 is pretty solid. CGEM is still pumping. It's ridiculous. Let's see. How much is it up now? Oh, 23%. Wow, what a day for that one, too. You're right, that is kind of... It is getting ridiculous. It'll probably have some wild intraday pullback at some point. How's Palantir on the book map? Had a request for it. How is it on the regular chart, too? Pretty decent. Getting close to resistance. It's probably going to look like 165 is the bigger level here, just from experience. Every $5 level generally looks pretty good. There are a lot of buyers stacked up, it looks like, at like 161 or 162. 161.90. Pretty strange. Pretty strange to see those guys come in there. Pretty good start to the day, though. I gotta say that, especially for the SPY. Especially for the SPY. 1.4% comeback. It's a pretty good one. Be right back. Sounds good. Look at that 1 minute chart. SPY is stuck now up at the high of day. Looks just like Tesla. Tesla did end up rejecting a little bit, though. Nvidia shows signs of life. It does. It's now up 1.6% on the day now. That's been a clear recovery past 180. Gosh, once we started to break out through there, it became insane. Very strong. Yeah, yep. There's some life back here. Watch AMD as well. AMD's had a pretty good day. Maybe get above that high of the day too. Palantir sitting right there. We might see more continuations. Amazon seems like it got a little weak. But that's okay. We don't care. As long as Nvidia does good. It's all right for Amazon, right? Nvidia is the big boy in the S&P. Eli Lilly hit $1 trillion market cap. Wow, I didn't realize that. I don't remember that. I guess they did, though. Wow. Yeah, running up to new all-time highs here. There they go, Eli Lilly. LLY. That's a big one. UPS daily chart. I still like it. I still think it's pretty bullish off this lower zone. Nvidia still making a new high of the day there. 182. Touching. SPY. Chopping around. Testing its high of the day as well. A lot of big tests here. Will we get the continuation actually happening here? It's the big question. We've been getting it all day. It's been a wild day so far. We continue to see these breakouts. Today's candle's pretty big. I wouldn't expect there to be too much more past here if we do break out. 670 is going to be a big level that I watch for. And don't forget our trend line as well, which is closer to 670 to 672. Pretty good range there. Again, if it chops and goes slower, or like we get a pullback and then we test it later or tomorrow morning or something, that's where I'm going to be looking for the downtrend to really come in. It's going to be right around that area there. That could be pretty fun. Don't forget, it's a wild trading week here. Wild week in the stock market. With the closure on Thursday, markets closed. And then on Friday, we will have an early close at 1 p.m. I will be live Friday, though, as well. Pending everything goes smooth. Oh, Jake didn't see it coming today. Every morning in the Discord, I post for free in the Trading Stream Limited channel. If you're in the trading floor, you won't see that channel. You'll see it posted in pullbacks and high-risk breakouts. But I post about the SPY every morning. Today, I really had an emphasis on being careful about a possible green day here. So I could see a slight recovery, try to post following Friday's price action. I like support at 659 to 660 for today. I will look to become more bearish if that gives out. But, of course, we went the other way and ended up getting that slight green day back up. I mean, today's price action is kind of just like Friday's. It's not really like, it's not really like that crazy. 2% there. We've been in a very volatile market, so like, just you got to expect a lot of big days or a lot of crazy days, directional days. Kind of like even over here. That was another like almost 2% pop. It's almost like every green day lately has been like 2%. You can compare all the candle sizes, too, and tell. How is Tessie? We're starting to reject a little bit here. I know we touched 420 earlier. Now we're hitting at 417.50. He said institutions buying up this week and finishing early with the holiday. That could be the case. November and December are generally really bullish times of the year. And a lot of that could come down to a lot of institutional buying a lot of the times throughout the holidays. I wish SPY would pull back personally today. I'm waiting for it to hit resistance and start to really get a good comeback going. But again, that might not come till the trend line. Looks like it's going for another high of day test again. Wild day. What I lost today on holding NNOX over the weekend, I managed to make back on CGEM. Beautiful. I'm glad to hear that. Nice. It's a gray day, not red, but at least it's gray. I feel you there. Sometimes that's half the battle, right? Sometimes that is half the battle. Man, Google. Or QQQ, I mean. Google did pull back slightly here. I know they were up a lot this morning. Pullback was in the cards. They were up over 5% at one point. That's crazy. They're sitting at 5% now. It was like 6 or 7%. Pretty wild. Nvidia getting kind of choppy here as it's trying to still move up. Watch for Google here. It's at an intraday support, close to 314.20. That starts to give out. I don't know. It could end up being a larger pullback play. Ooh, Tessie just got some nasty candles. We might be seeing a little pullback start to happen. That's a weird move on Tesla. Remember, they just hit big resistance on the book map at 420. A lot of sellers were stacked up there. Got all the book maps today. I thought NNOX is trying to recover. You know, it actually came back a little bit today. It did come back slightly. But alrighty, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their week. It's going to be a wild one. Hope everyone has safe travels if they're traveling, everything like that. See you guys. I hope you guys have a great one. If you need anything, let me know. We'll be in the Discord, of course. Feel free to send me a PM or just tag me in the chat. Don't forget, $150 off the trading floor. Code Black Friday, all one word. Black Friday saves $150 on yearly. Get in with the crew in the private community. It's a lot more fun. Have a great one, guys. Talk to you later.